Okay, thought I'd do another quick follow-up video before I get started on my day of coding and trying to track down bugs. Um, Sometimes it could be uh, maybe a mod manager that has an inherent bug that doesn't show up. It is possible. Um, I remember a while back when I first started working on Mod Helper, the one that I'm using now. As soon as it's done, I'll toss it out there for everybody to kind of to kind of use it if they want to. Right now, there's still a lot of work to do on it. That's the only reason why it's not out there. It's big. Believe me, when it's a big project. But one of the problems I had years ago when I first came up with the idea of, hey, why don't I just create my own little mod manager, was Symlinks. Uh, Symlinks are kind of like a little file that is just literally there's only like basically it's a file that contains the name of the actual file you want to load. So if you're going to install files, you can install Symlinks, and it takes up very little space because it's a link to the actual file you want to install. Those with Fallout, I think it was Fallout 4. I think it was Fallout 4 at the time. I believe that's what it was. I forget which game I was using it on. It worked fine, but Symlinks didn't work for um, plugins. I think it was plugins or archives. It just simply didn't like it. The game didn't like Symlinks for that. For that. So I kind of put that on a side burner until because I wanted to get the application, the front end working before I actually went back to refine it. Because the way, kind of like my philosophy is, I want to get it working, and then I will refine it and find other ways around, other ways to do things, better ways to do things. So it could be, I'm not sure. One way to check, since you're using Vortex, is you could look at the plugins. You could look at the game saves plugin files. You can do it with HexEdit. I know it's a pain, but there is a way you can. Each game save actually has the files, the plugins that was used during that save, that the game actually had loaded during that save. So if I bring this up, these are all taken. These file names are all taken from the game save. So you could look here in these lists, which I don't know if I can edit it from here. Edit save. Let's see if this works. All right. Let's see if I can make it past my debugging code. And I could not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's do this. Probably the file is in use. That would be my guess. That's just my guess. And give me a second here to think about this. And I think what we want to do is we want to go to... we want to go to Documents. Let's go to My Games. Fallout 4. Let's hunt that down. Where are you? Fallout 4. And then we want saves. Okay. So you can find the file names in here. If you take a look, let's see. See, these right here are probably all of your DLC names. I mean your plugins that's loaded in the game save. And I know it looks like a lot of gobbledygook. It's what they consider a binary file. It has things other than text. But what you can do is you can actually do a search. So if you want to think, okay, did the unofficial patch part of this game save, right? So I can just look up unofficial, and it'll actually find it. You can do F3 to find next. Okay, so you can do that, and then you have to wrap around the search or go back to the top. But that shows me that it's there. That's kind of a very, very brute force way of looking at data using a program like HexEdit. You could probably, I could even load the file. I could even do this. I could go in and load the file through a text editor. So if we go into documents, let's do this a completely different way. So I'm going to go in and we want to do my games again. So where's my games hiding? Fallout 4 was what, over here somewhere? Fallout 4 saves. Alright, so I can open it with, I can do an open with, I can choose another application, and I should be able to open it with Notepad. I don't want to do it every single time, alright, but here you can see everything. You can clearly see the text. The data, the binary you're not going to want to fool with, but look, see, here's all of your, here's all of your plugins. So you can actually look at it that way. You should be able to do it with Notepad. I'm using Notepad Plus or Notepad Plus, but my the one that come with your Windows installation, Notepad should work just fine. But here you can actually see more readily the actual. So you can see the plugin names. I just happen to be glancing down here and notice that you can actually see the script names as well, which is kind of nice. Okay, so that's just kind of a very, very low-end way to see if the game save actually loaded the plugin, that it's part of that game save. But that's the problem that I had with it prior, was the folder, the Symlinks didn't work with all files. So, like I said, I put that on a back burner and I kind of went another route with it. But that might help you know if your game save actually has loaded that plugin. If not, you can just if you can link me to it or link one of us to it, we can easily look it up for you and let you know. I can even give you like a little kind of I'll load your game save with this particular function here, and then it'll show me what's in it, and then I can just export it for you. It's not that big of a deal. So that's the only way I know how to check there. Whether or not individual things are getting loaded, I'm not sure, because I'm not sure what kind of file system it uses. So I don't know if that really helps, but in order to track down the problem, sometimes you have to try to eliminate with the best of your knowledge what you think it might be. And oftentimes it's a complete shot in the dark. But those shots in the dark actually lead to a foundation where you can build on that analytical process. You know, there's been many times when I went to try to figure something out, and what I thought it was so far in left field, but what it did, it got me thinking. It gets the gears turning. And I think that's kind of an important process. But yeah, try that, see if that works, and then let me know if you need any more help, okay? All right, I'll chat at you later.